So one of the terms that I heard earlier in the curiosity on just the, what does financial freedom look like? I heard the term asset. Now we hear a lot about this, especially net worth. I love speaking with folks that say, yeah, Isaac, I make, $3 million a year. I make $5 million a year, or whatever. How much of that are you able to keep? Right? So assets ultimately speak to anything of value that is expected to generate some type of economic benefit. So anything of value that is expected to increase in value over time, right? So cash, property, stocks, and bonds. An easy way to understand that assets, 3 letters, is what you own. OWN. An asset is something that I own. Now, an asset isn't, hey, man, I went to the car lot, man, I got me a Mustang, my payment is X, Y, and Z. That's a liability. You don't own that. The bank owns that. You miss 3 payments, you'll figure out who owned that real quick. So an asset is something that you own. There's no debt tied to it. Liabilities, that is something that you owe. Anything you owe to somebody else, a mortgage, a car note, credit card debt. So you have, all right, this is what I own, and there's a dollar amount to it. This is what I owe, and there's a dollar amount to it. Ultimately, that is your net worth. So net worth, that equation is important when you start investing, because sometimes people start investing not knowing, because, you get on TikTok, you get on YouTube, there's folks saying, take out a loan to, it's just, there's a lot of sequences that's just not good. So assets minus liabilities equal net worth. What you own minus what you owe equals ultimately, your number. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right, so why do you want to invest? Of course, you want to be able to achieve some of your financial goals, have the resources to do what you like to do. Like it's number 3 is probably most important. Inflation. I want someone, and Coach, let me know if I'm out of compliance on this, but I like to reward good answers. So, if I can't do a $25 cash app to whoever answers this question as well, or it may be, give me some options on how I can do a gift. But I would love for someone to give me a great explanation of what they think inflation is.
Value of money going down. Going up. Going up. Going down. The worth of a dollar. Say it loud. Over the dollar.
Hold on, who's that? Come closer to the computer. Let me go to the mic. I heard some terms that I feel like we need to get some clarity on. Who is this? Step on up, big fella. Yeah, and I want to see you in the camera too. What's your name? What position you play? And then let me get that response. Yeah, come on over. Yes, sir. Okay, and he got polo on. Talk to him.
Jaden Atkins. I play safety.
Okay, DB, let's go. Talk to me. All right, you better get this right. What we got? Inflation. What is it?
Oh, the increase of the dollar of the time. Right?
Did you Google that?
No, I didn't.
All right. So a few ways we could process. All right, give me an example of something that you purchased over time that represented inflation. Give me an example. Give me an example.
Like car?
No, your example. Give me something where you went back, you purchased something, and the price changed. Tell us what happened. I don't want to give you too much detail. What you got?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Gas.
Okay. All right. You had to help a friend. All right. When the last time you got let's say 10 pieces of some wings?
3 weeks ago.
Okay. Now, do y'all remember it was close to a couple of years ago where a 10 piece of wings was a little bit more than what it used to be? Y'all remember that? We're like, man, no, yes, pandemic. Were y'all buying things around then? I hope so.
I mean, not really.
Okay, all right. Well, gas is a good example. So inflation ultimately is, y'all give him a round of applause. Good job, big dog. Give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. There you go. There you go. Inflation ultimately is actually the value of the dollar decreasing. The value of the dollar decreases The terms they like to use is purchasing power. So the more money you have in a pool, unfortunately, the more money it takes to buy things. Because I'll give this example. Let's say this cup, or well, all right, who in here buys J's? Anybody got a pair of J's? Pair of J's. Hand raise, hand raise. All right. I feel like that may be the left side. I don't know. The side I'm looking at, they're like, we don't buy J. All right, give me something else that's exclusive. All right, we got J's, we got our Apple products. What has a limited amount to where you got to purchase it by a certain amount of time? Y'all give me an example.
McDonald's.
Oh, well, McDonald's everywhere. What are we talking about? Give me something.